some of the demands on those placards. CCSD has filed a lawsuit for injunctive relief to prevent the union from engaging in a strike, which they say would be in violation of state law. Both sides are scheduled to get back to the bargaining table on August 17th. So what is the legal basis for the school district action, and what are the major issues preventing the union and the district from reaching a new contract? Joining us now to discuss all this and help us stay out of the legal weeds is attorney Matthew Hoffman with Battle-Born Injury Lawyers. Matt, thanks for joining us. Good to see you as always. So let's start with this issue of injunctive relief and what that means and how it applies to the negotiations between the district and the union.
Yeah, so in this case, the complaint for injunctive relief is essentially like a preemptive strike. And in the course of the negotiations, it's been suggested by, according to the school district, by members of the union that, hey, yeah, we can't strike, but maybe we'll do some kind of a work-related, protest. Maybe suggestions of something like a sick out, or everyone calls in sick on one day. And it was enough, apparently, for the school district to file a complaint for injunctive relief, because in Nevada, public employees of the state and local governments, they cannot strike. It is illegal. Think of firefighters, police officers. We can't have them striking. They're too valuable for the health, safety, and welfare of the public. And teachers are seen the same way. It'd be catastrophic if we have public school teachers on strike in the middle of a school. When school is in session, the kids need to learn. And health, safety, welfare. We talked about that during COVID. That's the exclusive right of the states. So they can have a statute like this that forbids it. And under the statute, if there is a strike, then the school district must file a complaint for injunctive relief. As a matter of law, they have to file it. If there's a threat of a strike, which is what's alleged here, they may or may not file for injunctive relief. Well, they filed for injunctive relief. They're seeking a court order, and the reason for that is partly because we're coming up on August 17th when the two sides are going to meet, and they want to have this before a court to say, well, look, if you do anything that resembles a strike, there's going to be penalties. And that's what we're talking about. Well,
a court order is only as good as the people who are willing to abide by it. So what kind of shenanigans could we see, especially with school starting next Monday, and that's another 10 days until they get back to the bargaining table? A lot could go wrong.
Yeah, I think that's why you saw the injunctive relief sought, because if granted by the court, now the teachers union itself, the education association, they face penalties of up to $50,000 per day that they're on strike. Officers, people that are in the higher echelons of the teachers union could be fined up to $1,000 a day. And any members who do participate in strikes can lose their jobs, have their pay withheld. It's severe penalties. And I think that's what we're seeing here is, like, if we can't come to an agreement, we want something in place to make sure that you guys don't try to get cute and have sick outs and other things.
Teeth in it, then, in other words.
Exactly.
Very quickly, it just seems this is an awkward time right now for these negotiations to be going on. I think next time around they can write the contract so it's up at the end of the school year, so they have all summer to get this all worked out.
Well, they did. This contract is expired.
That's right.
But under the law, it continues kind of like on a month-to-month basis, just like you have with a rental agreement, but until a new agreement can be reached. So it remains to be seen how, if the two sides are going to come together. There's a lot of bad things being said back and forth. But as far as injunctive relief, yes, they are entitled under the law to seek it. We'll see if it works in their favor.
All right, Matthew, as always, good to see you. And we'll definitely have you back next week. Looking forward to it. And if you have any legal questions that you'd like Matthew to take on, just send us an email to breakingdownthelaw@news3lv.com.